Perfect. So, good evening, everyone, again, and welcome to the session Index Perimeter 2.0. First of all, I would like to thanks all of you. काफी सारे डिप्लॉयमेंट्स हुए हैं इंडेक्स प्रीमियोमीटर के, काफी सारे यूजर्स भी बढ़े हैं, उसके साथ साथ काफी सारे प्यार मिला है मतलब इंडेक्स प्रीमियोमीटर में. So index premiometer is one of the ace strategy of market star, and index premiometer अभी भी trending कर रहा है. Right now also, if you can see Tractor marketplace, yes, market is being trending since last few months. So definitely there are means which more and more trend following strategies are being mostly deployed, but still if someone wants any non-trending kind of strategy or semi-directional strategy, so their first choice is still index premiometer, and it is still the number one deployed strategy in Tractor marketplace, being a non-directional or semi-directional in nature. Okay, so so thanks for that trust, I meant to say. Okay, so what are the things we are going to discuss today? So mostly within 10-15 minutes I'll discuss all these points, and then I'll open for questions, because I know being 140 around deployments, or in expiry days index premiometer mein 170 180 tak bhi jata hai number of deployments. So there will be lot of questions definitely. So I'll be happy to answer after discussing all these points. So what we are going to discuss today, the first one is reason to change the current IP. So current IP is not going that bad. It has started in the month of July 2021, and since then strategy has never given any kind of negative month. सारे जून से लेके जून 2021 से लेके अभी almost 11 months हो गया है. So all 11 months were positive return, and still if we are planning to change something, so there should be strong kind of reason. काफी अच्छे रीजन होने चाहिए कि स्ट्रेटेजी अगर हम चेंज कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, फिर हम डिस्कस करेंगे कि अच्छा हम चेंज करना है हमको, वी आर कंफर्म विद द रीजन, देन व्हाट विल बी द चेंजेस. Okay, so list of changes what will be there in the upgrade version of IP. Okay, फिर अगर हमने चेंज कर भी दिया ये सारी चीजें, then what will be the advantage of the change. Okay, so that I will also confirm. I have listed all the advantages, and then the strategy snapshot as well as the expectation. हम अभी आगे से क्या expect कर सकते हैं index premiometer से. So all these things we can cover today's session. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start. Now, what are the reason of the current changes? आपको सबसे पहला वाला पॉइंट तो मैं ये जो भी चेंजेस अपग्रेड चेंजेस में अभी डिस्कस करूंगा, सो ऑल दी चेंजेस आर नॉट ओवरनाइट चेंजेस. Okay, so I just need to give you a disclaimer or a one FY for your information kind of thing, कि मैंने टोटल 28 टेस्ट केसेस बनाए थे. टेस्ट केस मतलब जो भी मेरे दिमाग में चेंजेस थे कि करंट मार्केट डायनामिक्स के हिसाब से क्या क्या चेंजेस होने चाहिए थे इंडेक्स प्रीमियोमीटर में. सो आई हैव लिस्टेड 28 काइंड ऑफ प्रोबेबल चेंजेस, क्या क्या प्रोबेबिलिटी बन सकता है अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस के लिए. ओके, सो आउट ऑफ दोस 28 चेंजेस 3 to 4 चेंजेस आर इनकॉर्पोरेटेड. ओके, सो इसमें एक सबसे बड़ा वाला पॉइंट क्या था कि मुझे आज तक किसी ने, it has been running, index premiometer is running since last 11 months, and not even a single person told your strategy is bad. Strategy performance is good, strategy is good, strategy is very well performing. The only concern people have raised multiple times in my group or some other group or whoever, so I would say those are feedbacks. Okay, so the major feedback came as number of trades are too high. So if I'll go to the strategy page, okay, so in strategy page also I can see in the comment section, in the feedback section, so there people are complaining like I could not understand how this strategy is number one in marketplace. Definitely it has risen. Okay, but he's telling that he's running 20 per trade like Zerodha or any Angel or something like that. So there they are not making money because strategy is doing 400 trades every month, 400 plus. He has written little bit less. The current version of the strategy was taking more than 400, 440, 450 around average number of trades. Okay, so that was the concern. And similar concern he has written. One more person also written similar concern that strategy is good, but strategy generating very less net profit because gross profits are going in taxes and brokerages. Okay, so major, yeah, similar. One more user also has given feedback, similar thing that net profit is not coming because strategy is taking too many number of trades. So my main reason, my main whatever 1 से 1.5 महीने तक मैं ये सारे टेस्ट केसेस को चला है, तो मेरा मेन क्राइटेरिया था कि कैसे भी करके स्ट्रेटेजी को 240 रेंज में लाना है। टू मतलब पर डे अराउंड 10 to 12 ट्रेड्स अगर पढ़ रहे हैं, मतलब 4 ट्रेड तो पढ़ेंगे ही सेल के, हमारे 4 लेग्स होते हैं। सो आई कैन नॉट चेंज द कोर ऑफ द स्ट्रेटेजी। ओके, सो 2 पेयर, 1 निफ्टी पेयर, 1 बैंक निफ्टी पेयर, एज यू ऑल नो। सो वो दोनों तो पढ़ेंगे ही, तो 4 ट्रेड्स विल बी सोल्ड मींस 4 legs will be again bought, so 8 trades will be definitely there. In the meanwhile, if any adjustments happening, then definitely 4 more will happen, 4 more trades। ऐसे तो 1-2 ट्रेड्स अगर एडजस्टमेंट हुए तो एक काउंटर को ही मैनेज करने के लिए 10 to 12 ट्रेड्स हो जाते हैं। ओके, if we have one counter, then also there will be 10 to 12 number of trades per day, which will result 240 220 around trades per month। ओके, हम क्या कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि मैंने क्या कोशिश किया था कि 2 काउंटर एक बार और री एंट्री अगर फेवरेबल कंडीशन मिले तो हो सकता है। सो मेरा टारगेट ये था कि 260 रेंज अराउंड में रखेंगे। ओके, 260 ट्रेड्स, नंबर ऑफ ट्रेड्स अगर रखते हैं तो स्ट्रेटेजी का परफॉर्मेंस भी, आरओआई भी घटेगा नहीं, and strategy will remain competitive, as well as the number of trades what right now is 440. So if 40% of the number of trades are coming down and it is coming around 240 to 260 range, then it is a well performing strategy. Okay, as per the cost point of view, it will be cost effective strategy. Okay, so that was the major reason which I was trying since last 1.5 months to reduce the number of trades. Okay, number 2 is to have fixed per day stop loss. So earlier if somebody is asking me, somebody used to ask me that what is the maximum loss can happen in a day in index premium meter. So the way multiple counter strategies run in Tradetron, so there is no way you can restrict number of counters per day. Okay, number of counters per day cannot be restricted. It is completely up to market volatility. It is completely up to market swings, that if the volatility will be more, it will take more counters, because multiple times it will get target, multiple times it will get stop loss. So a lot of things will happen and there is no clarity of counters. For an example, last Wednesday, many people have told for them 4 counters have run. For me, it was in my live scenario, it was 3 counters. So what I am getting, I am telling, what they are getting, they are telling, both are correct, but confusion is still there, whether 3 counters or 4 counters. Okay, so in each counter, practically, agar मैं सोचूं, forget about practicality, technically अगर मैं सोचूं, okay, as per the technical design of the strategy, per counter can have 2,500 stop loss. Okay, so 4 counters or even more counters also possible. On budget day, 8 counters happened. As per the budget volatility, there were 8 number of counters on budget day. So technically, on 8 counters, 2,500 into 8 means it can lose 20,000 in a day. Technically, logically, agar soche, the strategy adjusts a lot. So it has never happened such drastic scenario in a day, but it can happen, right? So I always knew this is though it is a very beautiful strategy, but this has a flaw that multiple counters can happen. And what if all the counters are going in loss? Then how much means? So usually what happens whenever 2 to 3 counters goes to loss consecutively, then manually I used to stop the strategy from my end, creator end. Okay, so that is again a manual interference, right? Which is actually should not be encouraged in system trading. Okay, so since 2 to 3 three consecutive stop loss means 5 to 7,500 around loss already happened. So better to stop the strategy for the day, so that I used to take control. Okay, if I'll not be available, then who will take the control? We are doing system trading, right? Okay, so because of that is now has been, so that is another reason that though in last 11 months no such bigger kind of or drastic instance happened in IP, but it could have happened, or in future it will not happen, nobody knows. So this is a genuine concern. To have a fixed per day stop loss is a genuine requirement for the strategy. Okay, right now whoever is used index promoter, they know. So each time the strategy exits, it after 5 minutes the strategy gets reactivated and new entry has been taken. Okay, so that is time based re-entry. But the thing is that many times you might have seen morning volatility, basically in the morning volatility days, where 9:20 around 9:20 को start हुआ strategy और 9:16 9:25 के अंदर strategy get started, within 20 minutes or within 15 minutes strategy hit stop loss. Morning में ही अगर 100-150 point without any, अगर time थोड़ा मिल जाता है strategy को, तो by that time strategy gets some theta decay और erosion, premium erosion. तो उसके बाद जब volatility होता है, so in that case strategy tries to manage its position. Morning में open हुआ market, हमने entry लिया, and then if the strategy reacts, if the market reacts heavily, bank nifty 300 point down, nifty 150 points down, so like that up and down हो गया, फिर strategy की band बच जाती थी. Okay, अभी भी बच सकता है, but the thing is that let's say कि 9:20 to 9:30 के बीच में ही एक स्टॉप लॉस हो चुका है हमारा, हुआ है, ऐसे बहुत बार हुआ है. लेट्स से कि हो चुका है, तो हम 5 मिनट में इंस्टेड ऑफ चेकिंग की मार्केट अभी कूल डाउन हुआ है कि नहीं, whether the market has been cooled down or not, whether the market is suitable or not for next entry, we were not checking and directly we were taking as per the time based entry. After waiting for 5 minutes, we used to re-enter into the strategy. Okay, so in that case the loss becomes more because market is still unsettled, and when we are entering without checking the current conditions as per the time based, then the loss could have been even more. Okay, so in that case opportunity to have some opportunity based entry, not the time based entry, IP change is required. Okay, better risk reward. Why better risk reward? So till now we have seen 2,500 is the stop loss, and usually we used to book even less than 2,500, means sometimes with trailing stop loss when it gets hit, so it books 200 300 1,000 800, so less than 2,500 we have booked. Okay, we are booking. So in that case many people have given feedback, and when you give feedback, so even though on that point I don't have any solution, उस टाइम पे मैं कुछ रिप्लाई नहीं देता हूं, पर मैं कुछ भी एक भी मैसेज मेरे ग्रुप में आता है एज ए फीडबैक, आई कीप ऑन नोटिंग ऑल दोस थिंग्स, क्योंकि हो सकता है कि राइट नाउ आई कैन नॉट गिव एनी फिक्स फॉर दिस, बट if I am noting the feedback, then definitely later point of time when any upgrade happens, we don't upgrade the strategy more often. Okay, so whenever upgrade happens in a few months once, so at least at that time we can incorporate the fix. So there are users who have told we are booking profit less, but whenever we are giving loss it is become more. Okay, so with that reason also, to have better risk reward also IP change is required. Okay, this is a bigger concern especially for new users who have deployed recently or newly deployed in IP, to have better, means they whenever IP enters first counter enters as per the time. Okay, so most of the users within first counter, no means hardly any user have any issue और PNL डिफरेंस और PNL मिसमैच हो रहा है, इस टाइप का कंप्लेन फर्स्ट काउंटर में नहीं आता है मोस्टली. बट whenever फर्स्ट काउंटर एग्जिट्स, फर्स्ट काउंटर कब एग्जिट होता है? TSL में एग्जिट होता है अभी. ओके, सो मेरा मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट कितना गया? माय डिप्लॉयमेंट लेट्स से it has given me 3,000 rupees profit. Somebody else as per the entry price he got 2,800 profit. So my TSL and his TSL will be different. Somebody's TSL will hit, somebody's TSL will not hit. Somebody whose TSL will hit, for him another counter will start. For him TSL will not hit, he may get complete stop loss. तो लोगों को PNL change का difference, they just think this is because of slippage, but there are a lot of other technicalities also. Okay, like this example, somebody's TSL hit and somebody got new counter, but somebody's TSL is not hit and he got full stop loss. So in that case, there is a 3000 to 2000, or so they just say that there are 3000, 1% difference. Is it the slippage in your strategy? No, that is not the slippage. That is the technicality. As for your entries, your repair happened or not, your TSL is happened or not, your dynamically adjustment happened or not. So those will be still there. I'm not saying it. All those regions will not be there, and everybody will get same to same PNL. But when number of counters were more, chance of getting difference PNL was more. Right now, since we are moving towards single counter strategy, definitely I would say 70 to 80% this PNL mismatch case will be resolved, and people will get similar kind of PNL because there will be always one counter. Okay, still I'm not saying it will not be there. PNL mismatch thing will be definitely there because the strategy adjusts, lot of adjustment. IP is a very complex strategy, so there are lot of adjustment happens along with the move of the market. So along edge for the current edge for the entry market price, all those moves are calculated independently for each user. So ये type का PNL mismatch definitely IP में 100% होना ही चाहिए, क्योंकि हर किसी को, जैसे कि ये एक फैक्ट है कि हर किसी को एंट्री प्राइस अलग अलग मिलेगा. दिस इज ए फैक्ट and everybody know that because our entry prices are market price entries. Everybody know कि हमको एक दूसरे से entry price अलग ही मिलेगा. और edge for the entry price, all other adjustments, exit criteria, everything has been designed in index premium meter. What I meant to say कि अभी multiple counters के जगह one counter हो रहा है, तो chances of getting different PNL will be reduced, but difference in PNL will be 100%. It will be there. Okay. To have reduced slippage, अब ये एक जग जाहिर चीज है. Whenever we do trades, whenever we do any kind of trade, so at the since we are pushing market orders, so definitely there will be some kind of slippage in each of the order. Okay, so in the IP upgrade, as for the first criteria, our criteria for change was to reduce the number of trades. So when the number of trades will be reduced, then definitely the slippage in each trade, let's say we used to get 50 rupees or 100, let's say 100 rupees we used to get the slippage. So when the number of trades are 40% less now, so definitely the slippage also will be reduced. Okay, to have better profitability on trending days, so I would correct this actually, not so, or I will say this in a different way. If you are not losing, then actually you are gaining. These statements everybody knows, right? Loss saved is equal to gain. Okay, so on trending days, on time-based entry, we were not checking whether market is still trending. Already we have loss. Should we enter second time? Okay, if at all second time, is it how is our probability is more? Is our probability more to get some profit or to minimize the loss? Okay, if we have closed already with 2,500 profit, should we enter second time to get more profit? It can even reduce, right? Should we get, so all these things depends upon the market condition. So now, since it is the opportunity based re-entry, so we can have better profitability. When we get when we close the first entry in a profit, we can expect second entry will give more profit. Okay, if we closed first entry as loss, we can expect second entry will minimize the loss. Okay, so still it can even increase the loss, but the chances, since it is not time based and we have added conditions for opportunity based, so probability of getting profit in the second entry are little bit high. It is not like that second entry may be loss ho gaya sir, kahe ko entry kiya. So nobody can predict market. So it is all about, market is all about probability. So what we have done, as per the opportunity based re-entry, we have made sure that the chances, the probability of winning in the second entry will be little bit more. Okay, so these are the genuine reasons, whatever we have noted in the feedback. And one more, actually, I forgot to add: increased time period means the re-entry timing has been increased in the upgraded version. So re-entry timing has been increased only for expiry date. So that I think Mr. Pritam has suggested that we should increase the re-entry timing, especially when there are more users who have requested this. At least for expiry, we should not limit to 145 is our re-entry cutoff. It should be 215 or little bit extra. So that is what we have done. So half an hour. I'll share what are the changes, so that that also taken care. For the exit timing, the re-entry cutoff and the exit timing on expiry day, it is little bit extended. Okay, so that, and as per the stats, because of that fix, everybody knows on expiry day IP is phenomenal. IP's win rate is more than 90% on expiry days. So it will even better with this fix. Okay. So now coming to what are the changes we have done. Okay, the very first thing I want to give you a disclaimer: the core logic, the entry logic is a core logic. The entry timing, what we do, like Monday and Friday we enter at 9:25, other days we enter at 9:16. That has not been changed. The way the repair happens, means when the leg gets exited, when the leg gets re-entered, if any reversal found, all those things has not been changed, because those conditions are our core conditions. Core conditions means those are the major conditions. यही सब conditions के वजह से ही strategy successful हुआ है. हम successful formula को ही change कर दें तो कैसे काम करेगा strategy? So those things have not been changed. Okay, what actually changed? It is kind of tweaking or tuning the strategy. हमने strategy को tuning किया हुआ है without measure. So it was actually another point of view when I was tuning the tuning index parameter, that trades भी कम होने पड़ेंगे, ROI कम नहीं होना है. Trades कम होंगे, ROI को कम नहीं होना है, core logic को touch नहीं करना है. So there are couple of highlighted points that ये सब नहीं करना है, पर हमको ट्रेड्स कम करना है. ठीक है, तो ऑल दोस थिंग्स आर टेकन केयर, एंड आल्सो व्हाटएवर फीडबैक्स यूजर्स हैव गिवन, ये सब भी इंप्लीमेंट करवाना है. तो इट वाज अ चैलेंजिंग थिंग. ओके, सो लेट्स सी व्हाट आर द चेंजेस. So IP will be single counter. This is the major change. Till now we have seen IP has taken multiple counters. So the first and foremost change is IP will have only single counter from 25th of April 2002, means from tomorrow onwards. Okay, so IP will have, and in that single counter it doesn't mean कि single counter है तो एक बार entry लेगा, दूसरी बार entry नहीं लेगा. So there are two entries in that single counter. There are two entries in the single counter. मतलब है कि let's say we have started, means हम Monday का example लेते हैं. So we have started on Monday 9:25. Okay, at around 12:15 around we got 2,500, which is our target. Okay, which is our target 2,500. So okay, what I'll do, I will read out couple of points more and I'll give that example and explain how the changes will work. Okay, so for the time being you can note down that IP will have one entry and one re-entry. मतलब एक तो entry होता है जो 9:16 या 9:25 पे हम लेते हैं, so that is called as entry. What after entry there can be lot of adjustments: leg entry, leg re-entry, leg repair. So all those things are part of one entry. Okay, अब मान लो कि strategy 2,500 stop loss दिया या 2,500 target दिया, 1:1 now. Okay, so whatever it may be, जब entry 1 exit हो जाता है, after exiting the entry 1, then entire strategy gets a re-entry as per certain conditions. As per certain condition, entire strategy means new 4 legs will be generated. New 4 legs will be entered into the strategy. So that is called as re-entry. Okay, so both are accommodated in the same counter. मतलब इसके लिए पहले क्या होता था कि फर्स्ट काउंटर पूरा एग्जिट होएगा, all PNL will be 0, and then only second counter will start. So now both the counters or both the entry and re-entry are accommodated in the same counter. Okay. After first entry, when the re-entry happens, okay, so as I told already, the re-entry doesn't happen as per the time. The re-entry happens as per the conditions. We have added multiple conditions to find out a favorable market condition for second entry, so that the probability of getting profit will be more in case of second entry. Okay. Re-entry will happen only if all the conditions will be satisfied. Otherwise, re-entry will not happen. Okay. So since we are having one entry and one re-entry, and we know already as per the current scenario also it is running, each time we enter, maximum we afford 2,500 as our stop loss. So in one entry, 2,500 stop loss. In re-entry also, if it doesn't go in our way, in our favor, then we can lose in first entry and one re-entry. So total maximum loss can be 5,000 now. Now it is defined loss. We cannot say that the strategy will run for multiple counters and it can be anything stop loss. So now the stop loss, the maximum loss in a day is pretty much defined. That is 5,000. Okay, 2,500 in each entry and re-entry. So total loss can be 5,000. I can confidently tell. If some slippages will be there, maximum it will be plus or minus 10% kind of, maximum to maximum 5,500 around you can expect. So that is with slippage. Okay. 40% reduction in trades. I have already shared the backtested data in the group. So आप लोगों ने देखा भी होगा. तो ट्रेड्स अभी हर मंथ में शायद ही कोई मंथ में 300 क्रॉस किया है. सारे मंथ में कभी 220, कभी 240, कभी 260. सो इन द 200 के रेंज में ही ट्रेड्स रह रहे हैं, which is 40% less than the current number of trades. 40% लेस का मान लो कि लेट्स से 100 नंबर ऑफ ट्रेड्स, 140 ट्रेड्स हैव बीन रिड्यूस्ड. सो 140 का अगर आप 20 रुपीज भी लगा लेते हो, सो इट इज स्ट्रेट अवे 1%, at least 1% with along with the tax, at least 1% it will be the advantage. 1% is matters. 1% does matter. Okay. So 1% आपको सीधे सीधे एक्स्ट्रा मिलेगा as per the reduction of the number of trades. Along with the slippage, it will be even 1.5 to 2% extra. Okay. First entry has at least first entry has 2,500 at least profit set. Okay. यहाँ पे एक बहुत ही स्मार्ट वर्क हुआ है. Let me explain you this thing. Okay. यहाँ पे बहुत ही सही स्मार्ट वर्क हुआ है. Okay. I am little bit hesitating to tell that in public. But anyway, once you will use this strategy, anyway, people will get to know what is the smart work has been done. So what it has been done right now, let's say कि 2500 का profit मिल गया है. Okay. So 2,500 profit has been, we can see in our MTM, and market is still pretty much range bound. Market is still pretty much range bound. Okay. So in that case, should we book 2,500? What if strategy will give you more 1,000 or 2,000 or some more profit? It can happen. So should we book at that 2,500 or we should wait for more profit? So that is a question, right? So on what I meant to say, in first entry has 2,500 rupees at least profit set. So that means if market is in favorable condition, it will not book as soon as 2,500 profit has been reached. Okay. As soon as 2,500 profit will reach, the strategy will not exit the first entry. Okay. If the market is in favorable condition, it can even wait little bit more. Okay. That doesn't mean that it will exit only when PSL with too much of profit has gone and then only it will exit. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. ये थोड़ा सा स्मार्ट वर्क जो आप यूज करेंगे तो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. ये पूरा TSL के लिए वेट नहीं करेगा. थोड़ा सा अगर उसको देखा कि जो रेंज बना होगा 2,500 प्रॉफिट के लिए, टिल 2,500 प्रॉफिट, व्हाटएवर द रेंज, जो भी रेंज बना होगा मार्केट का, और रेंज ब्रेक होते ही ये कट लेगा. मतलब it will exit. Okay, so it will not be like TSL exit. So if market is sticking to a very tight range and it is giving more and more erosion, it will wait till that small range is broken. As soon as the small range will be broken, the strategy will exit. So I can share a couple of screenshots in the group after the session, where I have seen in the first counter itself, the counter has given 4,000, 5,000 profit also in the same counter, in the single counter, without any exit. Okay, how come that is happening? Because market is sticking to this little range. There are days where market sticks to a very tight range. So that is the smart work. So that's what I meant. First entry has 2,500 rupees at least profit. Okay, when it goes more than 2,500, then at least 2,500 तो मिलेगा टाइप. मतलब 90% आई एम श्योर कि एक बार अगर 2500 टच कर लेता है तो 2500 या फिर उससे ज्यादा ही मिलेगा. Okay, on expiry day re-entry cutoff, I already told this, re-entry cutoff time has been increased to 2:50 p.m. 2:15 p.m. on expiry day, and strategy exit time will be 3:05 on this is only for expiry day. Other days just like 1:45 is our cutoff time, 2:45 is the exit time, non-expiry day, so that will remain same. This change has been requested by a couple of users, so this change has been done now. Okay, this is a very important fix. Okay, added a fix to enhance profitability on expiry day by renewing premium on time. ये एक बहुत ही अच्छा स्मार्ट वर्क, सेकंड स्मार्ट वर्क आईपी करेगा. ओके, काफी टाइम हमने देखा हुआ है सर प्रीमियम बचा ही नहीं है, काहे को strategy still continuing, whereas in the existing legs there are very little premium left. It has been 2 p.m. still why we are on the same trade. We can reverse that. When the counter is running, we can't means it was actually difficult situation to renew premium when counter is running multiple counters. So when strategy is multiple counters, so at that time एक में प्रीमियम मतलब एक काउंटर को प्रीमियम नहीं चाहिए, एक काउंटर को प्रीमियम चाहिए, एक काउंटर प्रीमियम ज्यादा है, एक काउंटर में प्रीमियम कम है. तो टू जज ऑल दोस थिंग्स इट वाज डिफिकल्ट, बट सिंस इट इज नाउ सिंगल काउंटर, सो दिस फिक्स हैज बीन एडेड. So on coming because index premium meter is a very successful strategy on expiry day, so we wanted to enhance that profitability. Okay, so that's where agar strategy ko kabhi lagega ki very less premium left on expiry day, okay, so then the strategy will renew the legs and strategy will go as a fresh, so that premiums will be less, premiums will be more premium will result more profit. That this is also experimentally verified. Whatever the profitability right now on Thursday, so that profitability is going to be increased in upcoming expiries. Okay, so that's where the things are about the changes. This is the capital requirement 3,20,000 as always. Okay, and the profitability has gone up. The drawdown has been minimum 40%. 40% trades also reduced. So I am very much hopeful. I am very much positive thinking. My thinking is very much positive. Okay, and I will take another session to explain about index volatile vaccine, how it is different from index premium meter and what is its forte. Index volatile vaccine का अलग ही तरीका है काम करने का. Okay, so with index volatile vaccine, when I tried to combine the index premium meter, so in index premium meter you can see the drawdown is 4%. The drawdown is 4%. But in case of when you combine this with index volatile vaccine, you can see the max number of winning streak, instead of 8 it goes to 10, and the drawdown which was 4% in IP, if you are running IP and IVV both, then the drawdown percentage comes down to 2.8%. मतलब 1.2% drawdown कम हो जाता है जब हम कंबाइनली यूज करते हैं, क्योंकि दोनों का कैरेक्टरिस्टिक अलग है, एक दूसरे को ये थोड़ा सा और कर सकते हैं. You can even ask me, sir, can we club these two and we can create a new one. I tried that. That is not going to happen because index premium meter is price based and very less indicators used in index premium meter. Mostly price adjustment has been done, but in index volatile vaccine, that is indicator based strategy. The exits and all is controlled by a lot of indicators. So when I try to club both, so they are contradicting each other and it is not performing well. So still those are two different, अलग अलग रहेंगे index volatile vaccine and index premium meter, but दोनों का club करके जब मैंने result देखा, तो result is quite impressive. Minus 2.8% is the drawdown over 1 year time period. It is a commendable thing. Okay. So that's all from my end. I'll be open for question right now. So I know there will be many questions. So what I'll do, I'll go to this slide. What is the change? Because मुझे पता है जितने भी changes हुए हैं, तो उनके ऊपर questions पक्का ही आएंगे. दो ये मैं सेशन बना रहा हूँ, फिर भी जो भी आंसर मैं अभी कर रहा हूँ, वो सारे क्वेश्चन कोई ना कोई पक्का ही पूछेगा नेक्स्ट डे मंडे को, ठीक है. बट स्टिल आई ट्राई टू मेक श्योर कि जितनी ज्यादा हो सके क्वेश्चन हम कवर करेंगे. मैं पॉइंट पार्टिसिपेंट वाइज जाऊंगा. आपको अपना हैंड रेज करना है, तो हैंड रेज करोगे तो मैं आई विल आस्क यू व्हिचएवर यूजर हैव रेज्ड हैंड्स, I will go with that flow one by one. Okay, so I'll give a few minutes time to raise your hands. By that time I'll read out. There are a couple of messages in chat. Video audio, okay, the intraday strategy. Yes, it is an intraday strategy, purely intraday strategy. Okay. Smart work, sir. Great work, sir. Great work. Thanks. Combo IBB means we have to deploy IP and IBB both. Yes, you are correct. So both IBB and IP, when it runs together, then the performance gets even better. Okay. So yeah, the first question came from Rakesh Umrani. So can you please unmute and ask?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
I wanted to ask about this combo you said. First thing you said that if suppose if we are running IP in 2x, then you're saying combo also has to be in 2x.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, I understand. Okay, now second question is related to this premium meter, but it is related to Bank Nifty, if I may ask. We're seeing that a lot of in this April month we are running in negative with
Negative.
Bank Nifty premium meter. Do you think that there is any issues where we need to look at that as well, the Bank Nifty?
Okay. I understood your question, and let me answer you in a different way by showing some proof, because I like to give proof and then answer. So if you'll see, there is a limitless version of the Bank Nifty premium meter. So what is this Bank Nifty premium meter limitless? So this is actually the first version of the Bank Nifty premium meter, means what I have created in the month of September. Okay. So if you can see these results, its results are awesome. Its results are awesome, like double digit growth almost every month, 15, 16, 26% even on the month of February. Even in this April month also, when other strategies are struggling, this strategy has given 5% return. Okay. So what is the secret? When I'm saying Bank Nifty premium meter right now and Bank Nifty premium meter limitless, they are both similar. Then why premium meter is not performing and this limitless version is performing like anything? Okay, so the reason is we have added a lot of safety criteria in Bank Nifty premium meter. Okay, so like we added safety criteria like TSL or Wix logic, or one more, I think target wise profit booking. So all those safety criteria have been added slowly one by one. So people will not be definitely comfortable if I'll delete those or remove those safety criteria all together at once. Okay, so they will think I have changed the strategy. So actually strategy has not changed. Strategy actually changed by adding safety criteria, and one by one I am removing those safety criteria, because it has been experimentally verified that without safety criteria the strategy has performed really like a champ, like it did in October, November when it started, and then slowly the strategy deteriorated when in November, after November month, when I added couple of safety criteria, I have kept this limitless version without any safety gears to understand that how actually the strategy is performing. Okay, so what I can see right now with safety criteria, the strategy is deteriorating, and I'll not let it happen, because if you can see right now, Bank Nifty Prima Meter consumes 5 lakhs, and in Market Star portfolio, when I'm showing 23 lakhs is the total capital deployed in 1x each. So 25% around goes to more than 22% around goes to Bank Nifty Prima Meters. So Bank Nifty Prima Meter, when it performs, Market Star portfolio signs. When it doesn't perform, Market Star portfolio is not signing. Okay, so I'll not let it happen. So my index Prima Meters, as I told, since 1.5 months I was working on index Prima Meter. It is done. My next target will be Bank Nifty Prima Meter.
Yes, just to conclude, I mean, for a time being, or if it is, let's say that considering the market situation right now, if the people who are using Bank Nifty Premium Meter, if they are ready to go for limitless, or if they don't require any safety safety nets what you have placed, can we, instead of going for that Bank Nifty Premium, we
Sir,
can
this is limitless. So many times I told whoever are not comfortable in Bank Nifty Prima Meter, please deploy limitless version. Even self deployment sign is there, means even I have personally also deployed the same. Okay. So that is the reason that so what I have done, I used to deploy. You have seen my live deployments set codes. 4x I used to deploy in Bank Nifty Prima Meter. So right now I have deployed 2x in premium Bank Nifty Prima Meter and 2x in limitless.
Right.
Okay, so who have capital crunch, they can go for limitless also. The limitless has maximum per day risk 10,000, so that is fixed. Okay, so that is fixed, but there is no target book, there is no TSL, there is no one more thing, yeah, profit booking 5,500, so that is also not there. So all those safety criteria, but no VIX check, so nothing is there. Only 10,000 is the stop loss is there, which is the maximum stop loss, and then whatever it may be the edge for the range initial design, so it will work like that. And I can see that is without any safety gears, the strategy is working like a champ.
Right.
Okay, yeah, coming to next question. Next question is from I think is there any change for the combo? Sir, there is no change for the combo. So basically when someone is using 1x in index Prima Meter, so he can use similar 1x also in some other strategy. Okay, please publish the combo details in the group. Yeah, definitely I will do that, but yeah, definitely I'll do that. Sir, what is the exit criteria for the first counter? Yeah, so the exit criteria for the first counter, I already told that exit criteria for the first counter is whenever 2,500 profit is reached, strategy is ready to be exited. Okay, if strategy finds the 2,500 profit has been received against some moves, then immediately it will exit. If strategy is seeing the 2,500 profit has been reached with very small range, then the strategy waits to even get more profit. So little bit complex criteria I have added, and that works. Okay, so that is the exit criteria. Or else as simple as that, 2,500 loss will happen, means strategy will immediately exit the first counter. Okay, so there is one more hand raised, Anand Gaikwad. Sir, please unmute and ask the question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just with this new version, how much monthly profitability we can expect?
So as per the stats, it is showing the gross profit will be 8 to 9% will be the gross average profit. Means sometimes it will be 12%, sometimes it will be 6%. So average gross profit will be 8 to 9% as per the expectation. So on any paid broker also, you can expect after all the brokerages and taxes, you can expect at least 5%. So that is a fair expectation.
Okay, and one more, sir.
Yes.
Can I? Yeah, it's not related to this. Just I have one account of this in IIFL Securities. Okay.
Mm.
Huh. So is it possible that I can trade in that, and I can means with this your link I can get the benefit of this 5 rupees per lot trade?
5 rupees per lot. Actually, you need to transfer it under me. Otherwise, see, this is a Market Star customized plan, so you cannot see that plan in their site. So it is as per our deal. We got this for our users. So I think you need to transfer first under Market Star reference. Then only you can get that facility.
But this existing account can be transferred.
Can be transferred. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Can you just give means in the group you can share how to transfer it?
Okay. Yeah. Sorry. So there is a criteria that account transfer can be possible only if your account is not active since last 6 months. If you are actively
Yeah,
using,
actually I opened, but I have not traded taken any single trade up till now.
then fine. Yeah, then fine. It is simple. There is a process. I'll tell Chirag to contact you. You can ping @trading inquiry. So he will guide you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the next question is Silas Saple. You can unmute and ask. Silas Saple.
Yeah, so can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. See, I'm slightly confused between the single counter and re-entry. तो आप जब बोलते हो कि आप re-entry करोगे या leg repair करोगे, which means that your number of trades will increase, right?
Increase. हाँ, number of trades नहीं लेंगे तो adjustment कैसे होगा सर?
Exactly. Then what does single counter mean?
सिंगल काउंटर मीन्स अभी क्या होता है ना सर कि जैसे कि मैंने इसको डिफाइन भी किया था सेशन में कि अभी जो एंट्री में हम 4 लेग्स लेते हैं, एक पेयर निफ्टी, एक पेयर बैंक निफ्टी, करेक्ट? तो ये चारों लेग जब एग्जिट हो जाएगा तो अभी के सिनेरियो में क्या होता है, स्ट्रेटेजी 5 मिनट वेट करता है और फिर और 4 लेग्स लेता है एज पर द करंट मार्केट सिनेरियो. मतलब उसमें उस टाइम पे स्पॉट का प्राइस जो भी होता है उसके हिसाब से एटीएम स्ट्रडल, बैंक निफ्टी स्ट्रडल निफ्टी का, बैंक निफ्टी का लेता है और फ्रेश 4 लेग्स आते हैं. तो ये होता है काउंटर चेंज का मतलब, ठीक है? और इस टाइप के कितने भी काउंटर्स हो सकते हैं एज पर द ट्रेड रन, मतलब हमारे ऊपर कोई कंट्रोल नहीं रहता. एक बार अगर काउंटर एग्जिट हो जाता है, आप देखोगे कि एग्जिटेड स्टेटस चेंज फ्रॉम लाइव एंटर टू एग्जिटेड में चला जाता है स्टेटस. एक बार एग्जिटेड हो जाता है ना, फिर वो पीएनएल भी आपका चला जाता है, फ्रेश पीएनएल आता है, जो भी लेग्स रहते हैं वो लेग्स भी उड़ जाते हैं, फ्रेश लेग्स आते हैं. तो ये होता है काउंटर का मतलब. अभी सिंगल काउंटर में हमारे पास कंट्रोल काफी ज्यादा रहता है कि हम री एंट्री भी लेते हैं तो वो आपको सिंगल काउंटर में ही दिखेगा. टोटल पीएनएल आपका पूरा दिन का पीएनएल पूरा एक ही काउंटर में दिखेगा. ऐसे कोई रिफ्रेश नहीं होगा. नए एंट्रीज अगर री एंट्री का 4 लेग्स आते भी हैं तो पुराने 4 लेग्स भी आपको दिखेंगे उस काउंटर में, उस आपके डिप्लॉयमेंट पेज में. ठीक है?
So consciously आप number of trades कम कर रहे हो. Only thing is that see the re-entry can happen for various reasons, right? For जैसे हम लोग ने लास्ट 1-1.5 महीने से देख रहे हैं कि वोलेटिलिटी बहुत ज्यादा है, मार्केट एक दिन में बहुत ऊपर जाता है, बहुत नीचे भी जाता है. In that case, the strategy will take re-entry probably twice or thrice. Is that the case as well?
No, the strategy will take re-entry only maximum twice. Means एक बार एंट्री लेता है 916 पे, मान लो कि 2500 का लॉस हो गया, तो दूसरी बार का एंट्री इट विल टेक वेरी कॉन्शियसली, बहुत सोच समझ के लेगा. अगर वो भी अनसक्सेसफुल जाता है, थर्ड एंट्री होगा ही नहीं स्ट्रेटेजी में.
अच्छा, तो वो आपने कैप कर दिया कि सेकंड एंट्री
वो कैप कर दिया. हाँ, सेकंड एंट्री के बाद हमको समझ में आ जाता है ना सर, आज मार्केट के साथ लड़के कुछ फायदा है नहीं,
फायदा नहीं है,
दे नहीं रहा है तो उसको कल देखते हैं फिर.
Exactly. So following up on the last point on this slide, adding a fix to enhance profitability on expiry day by renewing premium on time. ये मुझे समझा नहीं. Renewing premium
मतलब जब भी स्ट्रेटेजी को लगेगा कि जो भी मान लो कि 2 लेग रिपेयर हो गए, बाकी 2 लेग में कुछ 2 रुपए 3 रुपए प्रीमियम बचे हुए हैं, तो उनमें उसको पूरा 3 बजे तक कंटिन्यू करके भी क्या ही मिल जाएगा हमको. ठीक है? तो इसको it will take fresh entries. It will exit those legs and it will take fresh entry. So that the premiums मतलब फिर से
जिनका प्रीमियम बचा है उसका ये लेने की कोशिश करेंगे.
बिल्कुल सर, करेक्ट.
Okay, got it. No problem. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So next question is Shruti Bhargava.
Hello sir, can you hear me?
Yes sir.
Sir. Good evening, sir. I'm the
Evening,
first. I'm just planning to launch your deploy your IP from Monday.
Thank you.
So I have few basic questions, sir. You said so from 25 from Monday. Same IP will be there, or it will be like
Same.
IPv2?
No.
Yes, sir.
Same strategy. Actually, we thought about it. But if you are creating a new strategy, first of all, people will start accusing that the current strategy didn't work, so you are creating a new strategy, and all the PNL will go. There are a lot of complexity will arise. So we evaluated each of them, and we thought, we will do all those things to the same IP, so that deployments will stay. Users will not get confused. Whatever PNL will be there, because April months there are people who even got little bit loss also in IP. So if you are creating any new strategy, IP version 2, it will be injustice to them, right? So to avoid all those confusion, we are doing all these things. Means the upgrade happens in the same strategy. User need not to do anything. The same deployment will incorporate all the changes.
Okay, sir, one more thing. You said combo IVV and IPE. So in that case, I need to deploy two at a time, and the minimum capital required is 6.4 lakhs. Can I say this, sir?
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay, and with the 6.4 lakhs, there is no hedging. Only
there is no hedging. Yeah,
there is no hedging.
I am in a way. So I am planning to create the hedge version of the. क्योंकि पहले क्या रहता था, we don't have that scope. Already IP was taking 450 around trades. Along with that, when we add OTM hedges means 8 into 20, so at least 160 more trades will happen, right? So so it will again costly. The strategy will be cost will go more. So now the trades are limited. So whatever trades we have reduced with the current changes, with those number of trades, we can afford to have OTM hedges. Okay. So I'll come up with the OTM hedge, means inbuilt OTM hedge IP strategy soon.
Okay, sir, one more thing. Generally, there will be a more volatility in Bank Nifty when compared to Nifty. So in this strategy, we are taking 2 legs of Nifty and 2 legs of Bank Nifty, if I understand correctly. So in that case, the profit which we get from Nifty is a bit lesser, right? In that case, I'm just thinking, Lodar, I may be wrong also. Why don't I take only two instead of Nifty? Directly, I can take 4 legs in the Bank Nifty, right? Is it logically wrong?
No, this is actually theoretically you are correct, but practically when we see premiums are more in case of Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, I totally agree, Bank Nifty is more volatile, but because of that volatility, the premiums which can be offered from Bank Nifty, it is actually more than Nifty. Okay, so since the strategy runs with the calmness of Nifty and aggressiveness of Bank Nifty, so they complement each other. So Bank Nifty legs are not getting exited like Nifty. Because Nifty's support is always there with Bank Nifty. There are some times where since Nifty's premiums are less, like on Thursday, if you'll see last Thursday expiry, if you'll see on that case, Nifty premiums were less, and when Nifty started trending, at that time Nifty was in loss and Bank Nifty was giving actually profit to index premium meter. Okay, so what I mean to say, when Nifty and Bank Nifty are both there in the same strategy, they complement each other and make a successful combination. That is the practical whatever we have observed since last 11 months of the running of this strategy.
Okay, and one more thing, sir. This one, it is an intraday. Morning 9:16 it opens, and at 3 o'clock roughly it closes. So, do I need to stop my exit my deployment in the trade floor, or it will be on everything every day? It will keep on taking by its own. I no need to intervene.
I sarcastically say these lines many times. So repeat number 102. There is no manual action required. Everything it is within the strategy. So user need not to do any kind of manual action. For
full month also, I can just check intermittently, but no need to monitor every day or
you need to take some action only in case you will get a call from TradeTron that your strategy is in error status. Okay, so that is the only way, only situation where you need to take any manual action, whether to retry. We have a video to make you understand that what are the manual action you need to do in case of error. Otherwise, there is no manual action needed.
Okay. And last question, sir. What is this counter? Everywhere people say counter. What does this mean, sir?
Now
Exactly?
you needed to understand about counter logic itself removed from index parameter. It will be one counter. So counter is basically when counter refreshes, your PNL also will refresh. So that creates a lot of confusion for the new users. So that counter logic itself now removed. So now index parameter is only one counter. So you can still search how this counter works offline, but
It's
still,
a daily profit. It's like daily profit, sir. Can I
daily
say?
profit, yeah, one counter, 1 day, per day, one counter. So daily PNL will be shown in your deployment page.
Okay. Then that's it, sir. Thanks for your time. I'm hoping to see some profits because I'm
Definitely
very much
yes.
interested to, this is the first time I'm getting confidence logically, but if I get the profit, then I can be one of your big customer in that case.
Sure,
Okay.
sure, sir. It will be our pleasure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Good day. Thank you.
Pankaj ji, बोलिए sir.
हेलो
हेलो.
हाँ सर सर ये कितनी देर तक लाइव टेस्टेड हुआ है ये स्ट्रैटेजी?
ये लाइव टेस्टेड मैं 8 दिन से कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है.
ओके.
तो ये क्योंकि जब भी लाइव टेस्टिंग होता है तो भी एक दो चीजें समझ में आती है करने के लिए. तो ये लास्ट 8 दिन से मैं लाइव टेस्टिंग कर रहा हूँ. मैं बस वेडनेसडे का भी बोल सकता हूँ आपको कि वेडनेसडे के दिन बहुत ज्यादा हल्ला गुल्ला हुआ था ग्रुप में, 3-4 काउंटर पड़ गए हैं बोल के. ठीक है. तो ऑन दैट डे द स्ट्रेटेजी एग्जिटेड एट 2500. देयर वाज नो सेकंड काउंटर. ठीक है. मतलब री एंट्री हुआ ही नहीं. तो व्हाटएवर लॉजिक, आई वाज एक्चुअली हैप्पी कि हमने जो भी लॉजिक बनाया हुआ है, लॉजिक एक्चुअली इज वर्किंग. सेकंड एंट्री लिया ही नहीं.
सुपर. ओके. तो ये जब फर्स्ट टारगेट लेता है, आई थिंक वो एग्जिट नहीं दिखाएगा. इट विल जस्ट शो एन एडजस्टमेंट.
This is a very good question. I was expecting this thing. So when the first entry will get booked, so at that time the status of the strategy will show still live entered. लाइव एंटेड ही रहेगा क्योंकि वो वेट कर रहा है.
यूनिवर्सल एग्जिट नहीं हुआ. हाँ,
यूनिवर्सल एग्जिट नहीं होगा कि एग्जिट भी नहीं दिखाएगा आपको, क्योंकि एग्जिट तभी दिखाता है जब स्ट्रेटेजी दिन का काम खत्म कर देता है, काउंटर जब खत्म कर देता है. तो ये सिंगल काउंटर स्ट्रेटेजी में 2 एंट्री हो सकते हैं. तो एक एंट्री जब खत्म हो जाता है तो दूसरा एंट्री के लिए ये लाइव एंटर स्टेटस में ही रहता है अप टू 245 जब स्ट्रेटेजी का एग्जिट टाइम आता है. तो वहां पे डेफिनेटली आप देखोगे कि ग्रुप में काफी लोग पूछ रहे हैं कि देयर इज नो लेग्स रनिंग बट स्टिल इट इज शोइंग लाइव एंटर स्टेटस, व्हाट टू डू. तो ये कंफ्यूजन रहेगा ग्रुप में. तो ये नॉन कंफ्यूजन है. हम बोलेंगे कि ये स्ट्रेटेजी सेकंड एंट्री, मैं बोलूंगा आराम से बार बोलूंगा कि सेकंड एंट्री के लिए स्ट्रेटेजी वेट कर रहा है. ठीक है.
वो कंफ्यूजन 100% होगा. तो सर ये बैंक निफ्टी वॉलेटाइल वैक्सीन से शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं क्या इसको, इसमें अंदर?
सर कर दीजिए. इंडेक्स प्रीमियमीटर अभी तो ट्रेड्स भी कम पड़ गए हैं काफी. तो आप तो एलएस फ्लू में रेफर्ड अकाउंट में करते हैं तो आप बिल्कुल इसको अफोर्ड कर लेंगे आराम से. तो
सिर्फ आईपी ही या बोले जैसे कॉम्बो?
दोनों करिए सर. आपका तो कैपिटल का भी क्रंच नहीं है तो आईपी आईवी भी दोनों करिए. आप इसको ड्रॉडाउन काफी कम हो जाता है और ऑलमोस्ट 8 to 9% का ग्रॉस रिटर्न मिल जाता है हर महीने.
सुपर. तो कल से ही स्टार्ट कर देता हूँ फिर.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर. वोलेटाइल वैक्सीन का तो बहुत ही अच्छा विन रेशियो है. मंडे के दिन तो मतलब एक्चुअली वोलेटाइल वैक्सीन जब मैंने बनाना चालू किया दैट वाज ओनली टू हैंडल मंडे का जो टेरर रहता है ना.
हाँ.
तो मंडे के टेरर को हैंडल करने के लिए वोलेटाइल वैक्सीन शुरू हुआ था बनाना. तो मंडे के दिन तो आंख बंद करके आप वोलेटाइल वैक्सीन लगा सकते हैं.
इंडेक्स वाला है ना. मैं तो बैंक निफ्टी चला रहा था तो उसमें से पूरा शिफ्ट कर देता हूँ.
हाँ, पूरा ही शिफ्ट कर दीजिए सर. अकेला यहाँ बैंक निफ्टी तो मान ही नहीं रहा है. मतलब 1000 पॉइंट से कम का रेंज अच्छा नहीं लगता है आजकल बैंक निफ्टी को.
राइट. ओके. थैंक यू.
संजीत जी बोलिए.
सर गुड इवनिंग.
गुड इवनिंग सर.
सर जो ड्रॉडाउन आप स्टैटिस्टिक्स पेज में मेंशन किए हैं, दैट इज परमानेंट ड्रॉडाउन और मतलब वो ड्रॉडाउन को क्या हम लोग
दैट इज फ्रॉम द, देखो ट्रेट्रॉन जो कैलकुलेट करता है ड्रॉडाउन, उसमें थोड़ा सा ट्रेट्रॉन का पर मंथ वाला लॉजिक रहता है. ठीक है. मैं जो ड्रॉडाउन कैलकुलेट करता हूँ वो जेन्युइन ड्रॉडाउन है. ठीक है. जेन्युइन ड्रॉडाउन इन द सेंस पीक ऑफ द प्रॉफिट से जितना ड्रॉडाउन आया है. तो ये जो ड्रॉडाउन आपको दिख रहा है, मैंने जो बैक टेस्टिंग रिजल्ट भी दिया था ग्रुप तो उसमें 2.3 या 2.4% ड्रॉडाउन कुछ दिख रहा था. तो
Sir.
एक्चुअली उतना ड्रॉडाउन, उससे ज्यादा ड्रॉडाउन है स्ट्रेटेजी में 4% के अराउंड, ठीक है। तो ये जो है फ्रॉम द पीक प्रॉफिट कितना नीचे गया था एंड देन स्ट्रेटेजी स्टार्टेड क्लाइंबिंग अप अगेन, ठीक है। तो ये जेन्युइन ड्रॉडाउन है एज पर द यूनिवर्सल जो भी डेफिनेशन है ड्रॉडाउन का, उसके हिसाब से ये ड्रॉडाउन परसेंटेज कैलकुलेट किया गया।
पीक प्रॉफिट इन द मंथ और मतलब
पीक
और
प्रॉफिट एंटायर हिस्ट्री ऑफ द आईपी, ठीक
अच्छा
है। हिस्ट्री ऑफ द आईपी जितना भी पीक प्रॉफिट हुआ था वहां से कितना डाउन गया है।
तो सपोज अप्रैल मंथ में 4% का ड्रॉ डाउन हुआ सपोज,
हाँ
आज के डेट तक,
करेक्ट।
तो मगर ये 3 दिन में थोड़ा बाउंस बैक हो गया।
हाँ तो ड्रॉडाउन भी घट जाएगा, जो 4%
तो-
ड्रॉडाउन हुआ था
हाँ।
वो घट के 2.2% अराउंड हो जाएगा। अगर वहां से पूरा और ऊपर भी 2% चला गया तो ड्रॉडाउन विल बी 0, पर वहां से अगर फिर से मई के मंथ में भी और 6% ड्रॉडाउन हो गया तो टोटल ड्रॉडाउन विल बी 4% जो हुआ था प्लस 6%, तो टोटल 10% हो जाएगा ड्रॉडाउन। ऐसे नहीं कि
Okay.
मंथ खत्म तो ड्रॉडाउन भी खत्म,
हाँ मैं वो समझ नहीं पा, ठीक है, गॉट इट,
ठीक है। ओके,
थैंक यू।
या हर्षरण, प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ।
Good evening, sir.
गुड इवनिंग सर।
Sir, first of all, I want to know what is this Bank Nifty Premium Meter Limitless? Like, what's the difference between this and the
Okay.
other one?
So in Bank Nifty Premium Meter Limitless, there is actually no limit. So there is one video where I have explained how this Bank Nifty Premium Meter works. So that was the initial version. Eventually, users requested that there should be TSL, there should be some profit booking criteria. So those things in Limitless, those things are not there. So premium meter, what does it mean? Premium meter means it will stay by somehow, it will do all the time adjustments. It will be purely paired strategy. It will stay in the game throughout the day, and at the end of the day, it will take the theta decay. Okay, so that is the premium meter definition. Okay, so with profit booking criteria, with TSL criteria, with lot of other safety criteria, the strategy has underperformed since last 2 months. Those safety criteria we have added by seeing huge spike in volatility during the war phase. Okay, we didn't know that without those safety criteria also strategy can perform even better. Okay, so that was, so it was a genuine understanding and it was a genuine fix that we'll add VIX criteria so that if VIX is high or trending, then we'll not take re-entry. If strategy has got 5,500 profit, then book it. So lot of safety criteria I have added just to avoid any mishappening during high VIX condition when during the war phase of February and March. But because of that reason, the strategy underperformed. Without those safety criteria, the strategy has performed even better. This is Limitless version's graph, what I'm showing right now. So the equity curve of Limitless version, if you can see, without any safety criteria, it has performed too good actually, 27%. With volatility, it has performed even better. With volatility, it has performed even much better in March, 16% return. And even on April, where most of the strategies are crying, this strategy has given 5%. So yeah.
Do you suggest that we take the combo of the Bank Nifty Limitless and without Limitless? Because
you can go for Bank Nifty Premium Meter Limitless directly. So just don't expect that it will book if profit is more or less, accordingly it will book. It will book as per its logic of range, spot range. If spot will be in range, then entire day it will be there. Okay, so there is no profit booking criteria. There is no the only safety criteria it has, with 10,000 loss, it will exit the day. That is 2% maximum risk in a day. So that is the only, you can't lose more than 10,000 in this strategy. Okay. Yeah, in a day. So that is the only safety criteria it is there. So you can go for directly Bank Nifty Premium Meter Limitless also, no problem in that.
All right. Sir, one more question is regarding this new change which you have done in the IP. Do you already have published the back testing for 1 year?
Already it is there in the group.
It's updated in the page description.
Description page I'll update. Actually, Yeah, actually, it is a good question. So what happened actually in this, out of this thing, so in my backtest person added fix to enhance the profitability on expiry day. So this particular fix was not there when I have taken the backtest. So what I have done right now, so I have added backtest again, and it is running by evening 7 o'clock around. I'll get within next 1 hour. I'll get. So I'll publish that in the group along with this fix, added fix to enhance the profitability of expiry day fix. So along with this fix, the current backtest is running. So I'll publish that in the Telegram group as well as I'll add that in the strategy page.
Sir, like you have the Bank Nifty Premium Meter and Nifty Premium Meter with multiple counters. But this IP now will have only one counter. So we don't have the combo of the Bank Nifty P and Nifty P anymore.
Why?
Because
so their characteristics has been not changed, right? Number of counters change means it is even giving more flexibility. So why you can't combo this?
I mean to say is that both of those strategies have multiple counters, right?
Okay, so if you are thinking whatever the logic is there in index premium meter, so same logic is there in Nifty and Bank Nifty Premium Meter. So that is wrong. So only name is similar, but the work and the logics are entirely different in Nifty Premium Meter and Bank Nifty Premium Meter. So those are different strategies. Index Premium Meter, different strategies.
So that means it's not same. Like if somebody is taking Bank Nifty and Nifty combo, it's not same like taking
it is not same as index premium meter. You are correct. Index premium meter is altogether different. Those two are altogether different strategies.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Rahul.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. So I wanted to just kind of clarify this thing regarding you have told this combo, but my view was that if we kind of put the hedges the way we normally do, it will work. But what I can understand, you were saying that you will create a hedged version also. So means I wanted to understand whether, let's say, because these are like IP and IBB both combo, right? So if I put a, let's say, hedge of 2x, then automatically my capital should come down from 6.4 to 4 lakhs. Will that work?
You are correct. Yes. Because OTM hedges are simple buy legs, right? So when you are buying legs will be there, so those buying legs will apply to any strategy. Means let's say you are using 5 strategies, and across 5 strategies you have counted your Bank Nifty total 10 pairs of Bank Nifty and total 10 pairs of Nifty your 5 strategies are taking. So you can deploy for all those 5 strategies in one deployment of index OTM hedge. You can go for 10x, and that will be OTM hedge. That will be hedged for all those 5 strategies.
So you are publishing a combo strategy, or should I kind of have to do IP new one and IBB together and then put the hedges?
Okay, so let me clarify this thing. Okay, so right now there is no inbuilt OTM hedge. Means inside the strategy, the OTM hedges are not added, neither in IP nor in index volatile vaccine. So at present, if you are using, if you are planning to use OTM hedges, you need to add OTM hedges as a separate deployment index OTM hedge. Okay.
Correct.
What I am planning, since the number of trades in index premium meter already decreased, so I am planning to add inbuilt OTM hedges within the index premium meter itself, so that people no need to create another deployment. It will be there inside, and the capital requirement will be 2 lakhs automatically. Okay, so that is under planning, not now.
Okay. Yeah. So I think what would be help, because that will also help us, because sometimes what happens as a Tradetron user, we are limited by 5 strategies, right?
I totally understand. Yeah.
So that OTM eats one strategy. So if I want to deploy other strategies, I have to either upgrade myself or I have to take another account.
Yeah, point noted. So I'll do that by Thursday. It will be there.
Okay. And I would say that if you create one strategy as combo itself.
Yeah, that is not happening, sir. I tried already. So means if you are telling to combine index premium meter and index volatile vaccine within one strategy, within one deployment, that will even more helpful. So that already I have tried, and there are limitations. It is for now, it is not possible.
So we should do it like as a combo, two strategies. And then for now, we should also kind of put the hedges, this thing. But
Correct.
maybe once you will come up with the OTM hedges within that, then we need not do that.
Done. You have got it correct.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
And one more small thing.
Yeah.
See, did you make any
We lost you.
video on directional strategies?
I am unable to hear you.
I'm saying, did you make any videos on directional strategies?
Not yet. I create video only when the strategy completes 1 month in the 1 month duration. So that so creating any demonstration video only on backtested data doesn't make more sense to me. So when I have 1 month of live data to show up, then only I create the video. So once the directional strategy will complete 1 month, definitely I'll plan to create some videos on that.
Yeah, because that will give some more insights in terms of how it works. Like, because you will explain to us, or if you are doing a session like this.
Correct. I'll do that. I'll do that. So mostly mid of May that will be done.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Welcome. Nasim ji, बोलिए कैसे हैं?
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening.
Yeah. Good evening.
फर्स्टली सर मैं अप्रिशिएट करूंगा आईपीए को एक सिंगल यूनिवर्सल एग्जिट करने के लिए, क्योंकि सर कितना बार होता है, मतलब दिन में बहुत ज्यादा एंट्री लेता है, यूनिवर्सल एग्जिट के बाद री एंट्री लेता है, तो हमारा दिमाग में एक फिक्स एसएल नहीं रहता है। कभी कभी ऐसा लगता है इस बार प्रॉफिट दे दिया, लास्ट बार नेक्स्ट काउंटर में लॉस भी दे सकता है या थर्ड काउंटर में लॉस दे सकता है, तो कभी कभी मैनुअल इंटरवेंट कर लेता हूँ। तो इस प्रॉब्लम से तो बच गया, इसके लिए बहुत ज्यादा अप्रिशिएट, मतलब आपको धन्यवाद कहता हूँ। एंड सर नेक्स्ट मैंने एक बात बता रहा हूँ सर, आपने भी एक चीज नोटिस किया, आपका जो बैंक निफ्टी प्रीमियम मीटर था उसमें टारगेट फिक्स्ड किया, फिर बहुत कुछ प्रॉब्लम आया, बट आपका जो लिमिटलेस था उसमें ऐसे कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं था, वो अच्छा परफॉर्म किया। सेम आईपीवी जो वॉलेटिलिटी फैक्शन, उसमें भी आप कुछ टारगेट फिक्स नहीं किया, वो भी बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दे रहा है। सेम सर आप कभी सोचा है इंडेक्स पैरामीटर को भी अगर ऐसे टारगेट फिक्स नहीं करते हो तो?
नहीं है ना, इंडेक्स पैरामीटर में 2500 का जो टारगेट है वो टारगेट फिक्स नहीं है। अगर रेंज बाउंड टारगेट, ये काफी स्मार्टली हैंडल करेगा। आप देखना कि जब अगर उसको रेंज बाउंड मार्केट मिलेगा तो और ज्यादा प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, और यहाँ पे भी कुछ टारगेट फिक्स नहीं है इंडेक्स पैरामीटर में।
हाँ सर मैं समझ गया, बट फिर भी सर कुछ एग्रेसिव हो गया ना, मतलब थोड़ा
एग्रेसिव कहाँ हुआ है? 2500 का जो टारगेट हुआ है, 2500 का जो रेंज बाउंड में ही वो 2500 टारगेट में एग्जिट नहीं करके थोड़ा और के लिए वेट करेगा। अगर वो उसको दिख रहा है कि ऑलरेडी रेंज ब्रेक हो चुका है और फिर भी मुझे 2500 मिल रहा है, तो 2500 को बुक कर देगा। कभी कभी बुक कर देना भी सेफ्टी क्राइटेरिया में जाता है ना।
यस
बिल्कुल सर, तो ये हो जाएगा, ये काम करेगा। ऑलरेडी मैंने चेक कर लिया है, बहुत अच्छे से काम कर रही है वाला फिक्स।
ओके
ठीक है सर। ओके सो दैट्स ऑल। मैंने 1 आवर का प्लानिंग किया था, इट हैज बीन 1 आवर 15 मिनट्स, बट आई एम हैप्पी दैट लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस हैव बीन आंसर्ड। आई नो कि आई हैव टू आंसर लॉट मोर क्वेश्चंस टुमारो व्हेन इट विल गो लाइव। Can you please explain what is the difference between trades taken in same counter instead of different counters? Sir, trade taken in the same counter, whenever counters will be more, definitely trades are also more. Otherwise, in the same counter trades are happening or in some different counters trades are happening, it doesn't make any much difference. The only difference is when you have more and more counters, then your number of trades will also increase. Can IP be entered midway in the day like earlier? Yes, you can deploy IP. Suppose कुछ error हो गया, if any error happens, or if any XYZ region, if you are unable to deploy IP from the beginning, then you can, like earlier, now also you can deploy in between also, no problem. Your position, your PNL will not match with me, but definitely it will means you it is allowed actually, as per the technicality it is allowed. Okay, so yeah, so I don't think any more questions. It was a pleasure talking to you all, and hoping a great session, means great execution in index parameter. I have written that this line in our group, and I'm repeating, if you guys are thinking index parameter is a strong strategy, then with all these fixes it will be more stronger in coming days. Okay, so with that note, I'll wind up the session, and thank you all for attending the session.